And now, I would like you to all turn round and look at that large, prominent building with the statues in it. Can you all see it?
Yes.
This building was built for use by the Port of London Authority, which controls all shipping on the River Thames today. And as such, it has absolutely nothing to do with the Tower of London. But it's a nice building, isn't it? And you'll be glad that I pointed it out, because the land immediately below and to the right has lots to do with the tower. It is called Trinity Green on Tower Hill, and it was there between the 14th and the 18th centuries that many executions took place, and much consternation was caused when King Edward IV had the first permanent gallows erected there. And no fewer than 75 men of noble birth were to lose their head by the block and axe. Now, I would like you to imagine the scene up there on the day of an execution. Thousands of people would gather round the scaffold side. Their prisoner, having made his final speech and said his prayers, would then pay the executioner for a clean, crisp, efficient execution. The prisoner would lay his neck on the block of oak, and the executioner would bring down the axe, hopefully beheading in one foul swoop. Now the headsman, he would bend down to pick up the bleeding head. He'd turn to the crowd and he'd hold it aloft with the blood running down his arm, and he would declare, "Behold the head of a traitor! Death to all traitors! God save the King!" At that point, all of the assembled crowd would cheer, "God save the King!"
God save the King!
Well done. The head would then be impaled in a pike, carried through the narrow, dirty, dangerous streets of London towards London Bridge, in those days the only bridge across the River Thames, where the head would be displayed for all would-be traitors to know their fate. Meanwhile, the headless body would be brought back into the Tower of London for burial. Now in a few moments we're going to walk through that archway. That's the archway of the Byward Tower, built in 1280. Now as we go through the archway, I will ask you to look up at the spikes on the drop gate or portcullis. It dates from 1326, it weighs 1.5 tons, and it is still in working order. I will also ask you to look up at the 3 circular holes drilled into the stonework above our head. These are known as murder holes, and they were used for the defenders to empty the waste into the cart as it passed through the archway below. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to leave me some room, I will lead you through to the outer ward of the Tower of London and some more stories. Follow me!